Well, good morning, everybody. This morning I'm going to be using that razor that Robert from No Name Bear sent me to try out. I'm using this soap, Aretha soap. It's Kentucky bourbon flavored, and man, beer tallow. So I thought that tallow came from animal fat, and beer came from grain. So paint me confused, but maybe you can get animal fat from beer. I don't know what beer tallow is. Somebody educate me. In any case, but today I'm going to be using that badger hair brush in my antler handle. You always see me using. And you know that my soap that I've been using, I've been running kind of short on it. And so it just took forever to lather up. And look at that. It was like immediately started to suds up. And just takes a little more work to get a nice thick lather. It's just like 30 seconds and it's already peaking. You can kind of tell. That's pretty awesome. I might be a fan of beer tallow, but that smell, it was so cool. Yeah, check out that, how thick that is. Anyway, here's the actual razor. You guys can see the point of that mid pin right there. Pretty cool. Might have a little curve to the spine, but I still believe it's American. Yeah, setting Bakelite scales, and I'm taking the oil off because, as you should with every carbon steel razor, it will rust. Jimping on both sides. I really liked that during the course of this shave. I really liked the jimping. Could hold on to it really well. Yeah, perfect scales though. These held up really well. I had placed this razor between 1930 and 1940, maybe the mid 40s to the 50s, but I think a 20-year span isn't too bad a guesstimate for the age of a razor. Yeah. So you get different feels as you strop different razors and the control that you have over the razor and the handle. This particular razor, because it has jimping on both the spine and the underside of the tang, that my thumb and my forefinger had amazing control, and then the mid pin in the scales made the scales feel like a solid piece. So it was just great control. Also, this particular razor, as I was stropping, I would hear it sing, and you couldn't really hear it on the audio, but as you go up really fast, you hear it go ping. It was a really cool sound. And some razors actually advertise themselves as singing razors or singing steel, because when you strop them, the edge is so fine you can actually hear them ringing. When you come off of the strop like that, like you have one forceful motion, you can hear it go fing like that, which is kind of cool. Here, I kind of demonstrate it here, right here, when you do a hard pass, fing like that. Anyway, it's really cool. All right, so I'm not a real bourbon drinker, but this is bourbon soap. So I wonder, so I don't really know the smell of, oh man, it smells like honey. Um, so I don't know if after this shave I'm gonna smell like an alcoholic. Because I don't know the smell of bourbon that much, but we'll see. My kids don't know either, so I'm gonna have to go hang out with some of my military buddies and be like, so do I smell like, do I smell like Kentucky bourbon? Robert's probably get on here and be like, yeah, it's straight up bourbon. Like, actually, I just put some lye and oil in Kentucky bourbon. So, yeah, it's just pure booze. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really excited for this. Oh, this is luxurious. So I'm kind of embarrassed because you guys see me shave with other soaps. My other soaps that I use, and so you can totally tell the difference between a lather and a soap. I mean, not to dog on my other soaps. I just don't think I am generous enough, I guess, with my brush. Okay. So if you think I'm taking too long to do this thing, then you need to try it, because this is part of the experience. Like when you're doing this, it's like a face massage, and it's hot and it smells good. And so it's kind of like cleaning your ears, you know? Yeah, you technically have to get it done, but once you get started, you're like, yeah, that'll be the thumbnail. Shoot. Nobody do that. Okay, here we go. This is the this is the razor from Robert at No Name Bear. The only branding I saw on it was said Fram, and the other side said ground in Germany. Ah, good job. Good job. I'm sure you guys can hear that. That is also part of the experience. The whole thing. And you guys can see it. Hair was there, and now it's not. Good job. As the advice I tell all straighters or shavers who are getting into it, tight skin, light touch. Don't let the razor give you your tactile response. People want to push hard in order to feel like it's working, but yeah, don't do that. Good job. Man. I'm trying to give it a fair feel on the toe right there, the toe of the blade, and that feels good. Just let it glide across the skin, so the toe is good. Now we're gonna do the belly. And more of the belly, and that felt good. That just glides. Now we're gonna do the heel, which is the bottom. Oh, that might be the best one. Wow. And the heel is good. Wow. It's oh gosh, that's a happy shave. I saw Sean Staplefeld, the Sean Staplefeld. I saw him do a 3-pass shave in under 2 minutes. I gotta say, Sean, I was scared for you the whole time. I know you know how to shave. But man, sometimes speed is scary. So, anybody who's thinking of straight razor shaving, don't do fast. All right. But still, if we were gonna have a competition, if there's going to be a straight razor competition, which I'm sure there are somewhere in the world, there's probably a straight razor competition because we're human beings and we're idiots. But I think a three pass shave looked on by judges to make sure you do the three passes right would be a pretty decent standard. And you had to like start with so much soap on your face to indicate the places where you have to shave. And then you have to get all the soap off that's on your face only with the razor. You're not allowed to wipe the soap off. Something like that. Some rules. Sean, get on it. Come up with competition rules, because when I saw that shave, I was like, I think other shavers are gonna jump on that. So we need rules, Sean. Can't just say 3-pass shave. All right, so I'm wetting up my skin a little bit more here. It's coming up on the end of March, and I tell you what, every time March ends, I keep thinking maybe I'll keep this mustache. I don't think my wife wants me to, though. I expect a post from Sean Stapelfeld with like outlining, okay, here are the 10 rules of the 3-pass competition shave. Or he'll just refer me to like some organization that already has the rules. International Shaving Organization out of Sweden or something. Ow! Did I get my ear? I think I felt that. Shoot, I got it on camera too. That's not a good feeling. Okay. Oh, maybe not? Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll cut the part where I cut myself. Hey, happy shavers can cut themselves too. Yeah, I did. See? Hey, but you know what? Razors are so sharp. The cuts are clean. They heal fast. Whatever. Dang it. Don't judge me. You know, actually, now that I think about it, I didn't see, I can't remember one video from another shaver, straight razor shaver in the community. Like, yeah. Like, No Name Bear, the Cutthroat Goat, the Cajun Blade, even Thomas from Denmark. I don't remember any of them ever cutting themselves. Well, you know what? It happens. That's life. All right, now I'm barely touching the skin. Now my razor is just like gliding. It's going against the grain and just barely touching the skin, and the hairs are just popping. So remember what I said about competition. We're all humans, so we have to come up with a competition for everything. And here I am comparing myself to other shavers. And I don't remember seeing them ever nick themselves. Maybe because they're not... Maybe they're better at concentrating than I am. All right. Now a little bit of cold water. Oh, all right, that is great. Yeah, that is great. Smooth as silk. All right. Anyway, I'll put on some of this stuff, which is just face lotion. I prefer lotion. Alcohol, like the traditional aftershaves, will dry out your skin. Alcohol dry out your skin. But of course I just shaved with bourbon, so I don't know. Oh, look at all that. All right, well, that has been me reviewing the razor from No Meaning Bear. You put a great edge on it. Thanks a lot, Robert. I'm sending this back to you as fast as I can. Well, maybe not as fast as I can. Yeah, I can hold on to it for a little bit longer. Maybe I'll get another face shave in with it. But you will definitely get it back sometime. All right, man. Thanks. If you have any questions, shoot me a line, thehappyshaver@gmail.com. Anyway, see you later.